Welcome back everybody already, as this was a really fast start to game number 2. This is of course the MSI beat it GosuCup Asia, the loser bracket final between Kingdom and Arrow Gaming. Arrow Gaming took game number 1 quite convincingly. Kingdom had some moments of brilliance for a little while, but just Midas Gaming and the better late game lineup for Arrow Gaming was the decisive factor in the end. But game number 2, Kingdom definitely will try to come back and at least take this to a game number 3. My name will be Coucher, at least for the time being still, and with me once again is Benji.
Hey, as we are going to be here with another game, hopefully. As I will say that although Kingdom, they did get outdrafted, there were signs of hope for them. They were able to, whenever Arrow gave them a chance, they did take it. They took advantage of a lot of mistakes that Arrow Gaming made, meaning that you never know. There is the possibility of them being able to draft maybe a little more solid, a little more standard lineup, and being able to take back a game from Arrow Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, they did do so yesterday. They knocked Arrow Gaming into the losers bracket, so Kingdom, they definitely can do it. But Arrow Gaming, if they're just on top of their game, it's so damn hard to beat them.
Yeah, and obviously this is Arrow Gaming, as many of you may know, that they are going to be going to the International after having an amazing international qualifiers, and here they are in the lower bracket of the Beat It GosuCup Asia, being sponsored by MSI, and we are going to be seeing Invoke again, instantly picked up by Arrow Gaming, with the Ancient Apparition being, and the Centaur War Runner.
Well, the Centaur and Yeye is definitely a really strong combination, because Ice Blast to Flight, suddenly Blink, Hoof Stomp, Double Edge, and you're just in the Shatter range almost immediately.
As in Cent, he's one of those heroes which a few teams like to pick up, and he does have a special place on my heart for just being amazing, like blinking in and doing crazy plays. And it can work out. This is a little bit of a risky pick due to the fact that he can get punished in the off-lane, and he can't go in jungle like a lot of other good off-laners can. If you go punish a Batrider, if you go punish a Darkseer, they could just go to the jungle and, you know, re-get those levels and regain that farm that they needed. While a Centaur can't really do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but Arrow Gaming, I mean, the Brewmaster for them, I think it's a really nice hero against Ancient Apparition in general, because you get hit by the Ice Blast, you just Primal Split it off, or if you're already in Primal Split, you won't care about the Ice Blast anyway. And just a team fight of a Brewmaster in the mid game, or even in the later stages of the game, you more or less force your enemy carries to go for BKB unless they want to get cycloned up in the air for the entire team fight. So the Brewmaster overall is a really strong hero for sure. I'm just waiting for maybe Arrow Gaming to actually ban out a Lifestealer as well, because they themselves, I think, ran a Lifestealer against a Brewmaster. I think it was just because you have the built-in magic immunity, so that the Cyclone won't be as effective against you.
Yes, and you do have to remember that Brewmaster, he did recently get buffed, I think it was 2 patches ago in 6.8, and what it did was, it just simply made him viable and win every single mid matchup. The fact that he's guaranteed that mischance, the fact he's guaranteed the ability to dodge that much damage means that there's very few heroes on mid that he loses a matchup to. He destroys any melee heroes, and the range heroes just can't harass him enough. Throw that into the fact that his ultimate effectively might as well just read win team fight here on the ability description.
Well, it's pretty much true, to be honest, at least in the earlier stages. When your enemy has heavy hitting right click carries, then the Brewmaster ultimate actually might be the downfall of him, because you just click down those Brew links so damn fast, but that's really in the super late stages of the game already. So in the early to mid game, like Brewmaster Ultimate definitely is like insta team fight win almost.
Obviously, it is worth noting right now that Arrow Gaming might be going for an aggressive trialing with their last 3 pickups, because they have picked up an Invoker, and they have picked up a Brewmaster, and generally if you're playing, you play Brewmaster in the mid, or on that safe solo 1v1 lane. And Invoker's roughly the same, as in they both kind of fill in the same positions, the same matchups per se.
Oh yeah, I mean, at the moment, I don't think Kingdom really wants to face Arrow Gaming. If they have, like, so to say, equal lanes, I think Arrow Gaming is probably gonna come out ahead just due to them having more experience in Dota in general. So Kingdom, if however possible for them, they should draft for winning lanes already.
Oh yes, I would definitely suggest that. As they do have the Ancient Apparition. The Ancient Apparition is a one part of a very healthy, strong tri-lane. They just need a stun and a very nice carry to come out, and you know, the Ancient Apparition, it fits up into a lot of lineups.
Well, now, oh, Kingdom, they went for a Tinker. First time the Tinker is not banned against Arrow Gaming, and Kingdom, they just snatch it away from Arrow. Although Arrow already had Invoker to play the mid lane probably, as well as having the Brewmaster. I guess Brewmaster could have been sent off lane, but in Kingdom, do you think they can actually smash DDZ with a Tinker?
It all depends on, does the Tinker get the early farmers? And we've seen amazing Tinkers over the past few days. I'm sure anyone who's even briefly looked at Dota in the past weekend has seen the Excalibur on Fnatic doing amazing stuff against DK with the Tinker. But at the same time, if he gets ganked, if he gets shut down, if he gets that ability to just destroy face removed, then he just becomes a pretty underwhelming hero.
Yeah, it really comes down to Kingdom, more or less again, to get that early Blink Dagger on the Centaur, to get the fast boots of travels on the Tinker. Otherwise, it might start falling apart for them again. And Arrow Gaming, they're just so good with their supports rotating early on, with just maybe going for an aggressive tri-lane like they did last game, and just try to dominate that way. But Arrow actually went for a Jack hero, and do you think we actually might see something like a Darkseer as their 4th pick now for the offlane?
Well, the offlane is going to be a little bit interesting coming out to see who they pick up. I think you could possibly go for an Invoker or a Brewmaster, a carry position, as it has been done before. Although it does mean you don't get those fast levels. You're basically replacing that with farm. As we do see an Earthshake again picked up. And that to me says amazing teamfight capability, and also a lot of very nice possibility for early ganks, early aggression, early kills. And this should be some exciting early game stuff coming out from Kingdom.
Well, to be honest, Kingdom, they drafted a really similar lineup against Titan in the last game, I think it was. They also had the Centaur, Earthshaker, and an Ancient Apparition. So there's just so much stun initiation. And their last one actually was a Slardar that time around. Although it didn't fit the lineup at all almost. Well, instead of the Tinker, they had a Viper in that game. There just wasn't any physical damage to the Slardar, didn't do anything. Plus, of course, Titan, they just crushed them early game so that the Blink Daggers didn't even come out at all almost. But now, Arrow Gaming, well, they didn't go for the Darkseer, but they did go for some other team fight, which will be the Tidehunter for them for the offlane. And the Tidehunter is a really nice tanky hero, and his Kraken Shell makes it so that he will almost guaranteed get his Ravage off, even against the massive stuns that Kingdom has, with the Earthshaker, the Centaur, and the Hex to come out from the Tinker at some point in time as well. So the Tidehunter is actually pretty nice, and Arrow Gaming, yes, sure, arguably they don't have the best late game yet, but they still have one position to actually pick up, although that's probably going to be a support, since Brewmaster is, I would think, going to be the safe lane farmer. So Arrow Gaming, maybe they're not going to draft the heavy late game at all.
Well, yeah, so we do have that last pick coming out that they could pick up some kind of carry. Having said that, you do have the Invoker and the Brewmaster to take you through to that mid-game, and there's very few heroes which do beat a Tinker in the late game. If Tinker gets that Dagon, if he gets his E-Blade, if he gets his, Sheepstick, Blink Dagger, all that other fun stuff you see on Tinkers, he can basically destroy most, if not all, heroes in a carry situation if he's good enough to play.
Yeah, it's, well, wow. In the Pugna ban, did you see Arrow Gaming going for one? But then again, the Netherward does completely wreck the Tinker, I guess.
Be honest, no. Just due to the fact that it means that they lack any kind of stable, reliable, straight-up stun. Yes, the ability from, I can't remember what it's called now, the E-Blade ability on a Pugna does kind of work like that, but not really. You can still do a lot of stuff while in that form. As we do see a Puck getting picked up by Kingdom. We've already got a mid and an off laner, so I'm not quite sure what the Puck is going to be. I don't know.
Well, Oh, Kino, their drafting is, at least it feels to me like that their drafting is the thing that actually lets them down. Otherwise, they have pretty nice rotations, they have a nice understanding of the game in general, but they just draft themselves into a corner because always their drafts are so highly required of like excellent execution, which
Wow, but
just puts so much pressure on you to begin with.
I'm going to say this, that I would not be surprised to see Kingdom go for an aggressive trial themselves with the Centaur Warrunner there, instead of the Earthshaker. I mean, Asian Apparition, Centaur Warrunner, Earthshaker. Go aggressive, take advantage of the fact that whatever tri-lane Arrow Gaming is going to run is going to be pretty weak because they've got a Chen. And this could be good for Kingdom if they can get that to farm up on Tinker and allow Puck on that 1v1 off lane to get the levels and fast blink dagger she needs. Having said that, on Arrow Gaming side, as soon as they hit their ultimates, as soon as they start hitting their abilities, this is going to start becoming an interesting game. Or a bloody good show.
Yeah, this game is probably going to be really flashy, like Brewmaster blinking in, Primal Split, but on the other side, Tinker just throwing out his spells non-stop, Earthshaker coming in with his Fissures, big Echo Slams, Dream Coils by Puck. So we should see just probably lots of fighting, especially as the Chen is picked up for Arrow as well. So lots of fighting, early aggression, and whoever gets the best of it early will probably end up taking the game as well.
I would agree with this. Both these two teams have huge momentum-based heroes. We are going through the customary, almost ritual of a beginning of game pause.
What's a real game without a pause? Or at least a best of 3 without a single pause would feel a little bit weird, to be honest.
I don't know, I've heard it happened once, like, there were legends told between casters around a campfire of that once between two teams happened and there wasn't a single delay nor pause.
Really? I mean, that sounds like mythical. How, man, I think it's impossible. Probably if you have like, especially in Southeast Asia, somehow the delays and pauses are kind of, at least they feel like they are a little bit longer. Not the pauses as much, but just the delays in getting the game started. But at the moment, well, Arrow Gaming, their last hero, I'm not too sure if he's even disconnected or if he's reconnected back. Well, he has reconnected now, so hopefully we'll start this game rather soon. But to introduce the lineups, I'll be going with Kingdom on the dire side, Yomo Kompaku to play the Earthshaker, with Smashy on the Centaur Warrunner, leaving 2D to play the Tinker, Fixers on the Puck, with Fruits on the Ancient Apparition. And have they actually switched up their roles a little bit here? Because usually 2D is their offlane player, or are they sending the Tinker offlane, or... Well, I guess we'll see as. You can go over Arrow. Benchy. Benchy dropped on me. Oh my god. I thought it got really quiet all of a sudden. But I guess it's going me solo until he calls me again on Skype. So for Arrow Gaming, Mozun, he will be playing the Chen, leaving Chibix on the Invoker with Johnny to play the Shakiro. DDZ of course will take up the mid lane role on the Brewmaster with Xianxai on the Tidehunter. And now, I mean, it's really weird and quiet all of a sudden. My ears can't get used to it quite. But Yomo Kompaku already places down this aggressive Observer Ward, and by the looks of it they might be running an Earthshaker Tinker dual lane on the offlane. I'm not too sure how I feel about this, because the Tinker, he needs those early boots of travels, and if he does not get it, it's just not gonna have a desired effect on him. And well, now 2D, they aren't doing anything quite yet. Nobody's going for an aggressive jungling or anything. Arrow more or less try to maybe just make sure the Kingdom doesn't go for aggressive wards for their jungle, like block the pool camps or block any camps for Chen for that matter. And Mozun, he's gonna be happy to find that none of his camps have been tampered with. So easy creeps for him. Probably we're gonna get some nice farm. But the case with a Chen as well as an Enchantress is that if you go for those early rotations and they don't work out, you're not the fastest jungler, so you actually might struggle quite a lot unless you get some nice stacking going on and find yourself a Wild Wing Ripper and then just get that XP and gold from there. But it's still playing a jungle Chen or Enchantress is just so much pressure on you, at least I feel like it. But now Johnny, he sees 2D coming out on the Tinker. They don't have a lane ward or anything, but they did place down a sentry ward so that the Ancients would not get stacked. So they have a good idea of what Kingdom is actually trying to accomplish. But oh, top lane, Xiangsai just takes some harassment from the dual lane, and a Centaur Ancient Apparition dual lane should not be able to kill off the Tidehunter, I think. At least not if Xiangsai actually plays this lane somewhat safely, but not overly safe, of course, as well, because he can just farm up. And Johnny, he's already started with Liquid Fire. And oh, the Fisher comes out on Johnny as well. I'm not too sure if that was entirely necessary, but he was like, oh, I'm here as well, guys. Notice me. Notice me. But now, DDC, he almost has his bottle. Needs only 100 gold more. And Fixers, he's just trying to go for the right-click harass, but the Drunken Brawler a little bit too much for the puck. And now DDC, it really felt like he was AFK or something, just standing there, but has started moving in, has started farming up 7 and 2 on him for the time being, as Fixer sitting on 4 and 2. So Brewmaster, at the moment at least, having the slightly better time last hitting the creeps. But it's probably going to be rather even in the mid lane for quite a while, I think. As Xiangsai, he's almost level 3 at the moment, whereas 2D, he's still level 1, and well, he's going into the enemy jungle aggressively. This Observer Ward though scouted him out. He's probably not going to be in trouble due to, of course, Arrow having a dual lane, and Invoker can't really rotate out or do anything too useful. But they're just not getting anything at all on this Tinker at the moment. This laning, it's just a complete fail for them. I mean, 2 heroes just effectively getting nothing. Earthshaker, level 1, not a single point in XP, and actually they did get a double stack. And doesn't this block it then? Because I'm sure the sentry ward was placed before. It has been there for another, at least a minute and a half. Or is it, sentries are 4 minutes nowadays, I think? Yeah, 4 minutes. So it has been here, and so it doesn't block the pull. Oh man. Goddamn Arrow. Oh my god, cat is going mental. Oh, I hope he's not gonna pee inside, because there's nobody to let him out. Actually, I'm gonna use the pause to fast let him out, guys. I'm so sorry. I'll be back in just 30 seconds or so. Okay, I am back. Didn't miss anything. Didn't miss anything. Score. Whew. That was intense. Really sorry, guys, but really don't want my cat peeing inside. Now, they just continue farming up. 3 minutes. No first kills happening quite yet. Thank God for me. Whew. But 2D, he's still not getting anything. At least he is level 2 now, and the creep wave is pushing in as Chibix finally loses control over his lane. But the pull coming out immediately by China. Oh, Xiangsai! He got the first blood top lane. I did not expect that coming out. The Centaur losing his life to a solo Tidehunter when they are in a dual lane. Of course, Fruits was pulling at the same time, but that is kind of unacceptable. At least Fruits gets the double pull through, since this is a double stack as well. Actually, almost a triple stack even. Or, not almost, but entirely a triple stack. And now, Xiangsai, he's maybe even gonna steal some of it. Never mind. The creeps got taken care of so damn fast. So Xiangsai, is he going for Fruits now? But it looks of it, he had that in mind. He has a bottle as well. So regening some mana back up. But once he uses the gush, he doesn't have that much for the Anchor Smash. And oh, he's going for the kill on the neutrals. And actually the Ice Vortex helps Xiangsai clear them up. Thanks to it decreasing your magic resistance. It works on creeps as well. So the Anchor Smash does more damage to you actually. It looks like Benji is back. Are you back? No. Still some troubles with the call. God damn. And now, oh, Yomo Kompaku. He has enemies. Actually, they might get the kill on DDC. Puck is not level 6 yet, but there's the Fisher. It's actually on the wrong side. The Illusioner will be on target. The Waning Rift, they don't even need it, as Fixers gets the last right click in to get the kill as well. Maybe, well, wait guys, I'm gonna open here. Yes!
There we go. I am now back into both games. computer decided it was going to just shut itself off as we are coming in. It was 1-1 for both these two teams. And I am back and I'm Banshee.
Oh man, your computer's having issues.
It all started when I accidentally poured a drink onto it. And then...
That's never a nice thing to have happen, probably. I actually saw 2000 gold on somebody, and yes, I did. It's Chibix on the Invoker, so I guess Hand of Midas for him, which is a rather common item pickup, to be honest, especially on Exort Invokers. Although he hasn't picked it up yet, so can there be anything else this Invoker is aiming for? Oh no, never mind. It is the Hand of Midas after all as well. What? As well, tied under top lane, he's completely manhandling the dual lane for the time being. He's almost level 6 already. Fruits can't really come close because the Anchor Smash just does so much damage, as of course reducing your damage so you can't even harass him back.
Yeah, so this Tidehunter's just having a great time, and in a 1v dual lane, Tidehunter just is boss. His Kraken Shell, the ability to stop that damage threshold, the Anchor Smash to reduce damage even further, means you can't do very much against him, and he's always got that possibility of using his Ravage if he gets enough harassment onto you to just take you out.
Oh, it's probably quite easy to kill off Fruits at this point if you're Xiangsai. Level 6, level 3 Anchor Smash should be an easy feat for him, although maybe he doesn't want to pop the Ravage just for that, or of course, when he would be under the tower smash, he has the Stampede as well to maybe make Ancient Apparition get out of range. But now, I mean, 2D actually farming up the enemy jungle with his March of the Machines, which is level 2, but TDC with the double damage rune wants to go aggressive. Thunderclap, Primal Split the Soul, he wants to go for the Earthshaker. The Fissure doesn't do much of anything. The right clicks, they might be enough to burn from the Fireband as well. They are chasing him down, throwing Puck up in the air just in case, and the Earthshaker will fall down here as TDC. He gets that one kill, and actually, even when he comes back, he still has a full HP pool.
As we are going to be seeing the Brewmaster, he's having a pretty good time right now. We'll have a quick look at the net worth. He's currently third, with the Invoke having an even better time. Father just looking to take down this tier 1 tower up here on top, and I'm not even sure they can defend this with this Tinker, with the March of Machines, with the Chen creeps just doing so much damage, and this is going to be the tower going down.
Oh, it got denied! 2D! You dog, yo! Oh, the Tinker, he got the deny and all. He actually has a Soul Ring finished as well, but he's still 1.7k away from those Boots of Travels. 7 minutes in. At least the Ancients actually have been slowly farmed up as well, and they are a triple stack there. So that's some gold waiting for them, but now with the Liquid Fire, oh, the TP is coming in. There's the Fissure as well, onto 2. Invoker, can he escape? Dream Call onto 3 with the Silence. Illusion up to follow up, Stampede just in case. Enchant Totem, and oh my god, what a turnaround by Kingdom. They do get 2 kills, but Johnny, he's pretty damn tanky on the Jakiro. Didn't get the Illusion of damage, and well, he can't do really anything in return because he can't chase them down. Just 1 point in Ice Path maybe would have been better, but oh, Xiangsai, he did kill off Centaur on the top lane, used the Ravage for it as well.
But still, that's a very nice pickoff right there. That's going to slow down the Blink Dagger coming out from the Centaur Warrior by quite a bit. He's still about 1k away from that, even more now after the death, and it's going to take him 10 seconds to get back to farming. In the meantime, we do have on this top lane Tinker just trying to push things out, trying to stop the aggression coming out. He is going to dodge the Sunstrike.
That would have been great. Actually, it would not have been enough for the kill anyway. He would have survived with like 20 to 30 HP or so. But maybe then they could have just tried to completely run him down or something. But I guess not to be, and actually DDC has a haste rune as well, 10 seconds for his Primal Split, and I guess he might try to go for another kill. He's actually going aggressive. Thunderclap won't be there. The Waning Rift, the Fissure as well. DDC is dropping like 1 more second for the Primal Split. Does get it off, and now Fixer's in some trouble. The Sunstrike will connect this time around. He needs a little bit more though. He's bottling up in between Fixers. Oh man, those stuns coming out from the Earthshaker. They throw up the Centaur in the air. So actually Fixers makes it out. Kompako, I think he's gonna be fine as well. I don't think he has enough damage output within the duration. And indeed DDC, he's gonna go down. Actually they used the Dream Coil for it as well, just in case.
Maybe a little bit too much, but at the same time, you don't want to start letting that Brewmaster get huge items like that Blink Dagger, which he was pretty close to. In fact, I think he almost had it without that death. The Blink Dagger, like the Aghanims, and, you know, it is not a very long cooldown ultimate. It's only about 85 seconds.
Well, I mean, if the Brewmaster would have gotten the kill on Puck and gotten the not the Aghanims, the Blink Dagger, it would have been just so devastating for Kingdom, because the Ancient Apparition as well as the Earthshaker, they just wouldn't have been safe anymore, because the Blink Thunderclap, it just does so much with the instant crit coming out from the new Drunken Brawler as well, especially if there's the Sunstrike on top of that. So delaying the Blink Dagger is definitely important, as of course he's delaying any Blink Dagger. Smashy 500 gold away from his on the Centaur, Puck 600 gold away from his as well. So if they get those early Blink Daggers, they will definitely have a pretty nice chance of taking the team fights. And actually Fruits, he's only like 1, maybe 2 creeps away from hitting that level 6 on the Ancient Apparition as well. So once they get their levels and the items, they're looking kind of nice.
As we do see right now, the Brewmaster is going to be able to pick up that Blink Dagger. And that's going to be that amazing initiation just coming delivered on that to Courier. 10 minutes in, a very nice start for him, including boots.
I mean, considering that he's actually died twice, it's pretty nice timing for him. He's the 4th in net worth actually. The Puck is also pretty damn high. 2, 0 and 2 after all. And actually Tinker, he got his boots of travels thanks to the Ancient stack. So it's not as delayed as I would have thought, considering the horrible start that he had on the offlane. So with the boots of travels, he can start making something happen now for sure. Actually, at the moment, unless Arrow just go for some nice ganks in the next few minutes, Kingdom, they're just going to have all their core items all of a sudden.
And once these players start hitting their core items, once you start getting stuff like the Blink Dagger on the Scent, who's so close to that, once you start getting, as the AA Ultimate is going to be coming in, and Tide could be in a bunch of trouble.
Well, the Fisher was unfortunately on the wrong side, otherwise they could have gone for the kill, but the Thunderclap promised with Easter Fixers. Can he actually escape? Nice phase shift. The Sunstrike will be off target, but I don't think it matters. The Fixer stunned up. There's the dual ref, but oh, Tootie comes in the Ravage Easter, but the Tidehunter goes down in the March of the Machines. It is level 4. Oh my god, you just can't fight in that. It's so devastating to play against the Tinker just because of the March.
Yeah, March is huge. I'm basically saying that you're not taking a team fight at this position, and both these two teams actually have that ability. You've got the Brewmaster, who you don't want to fight his ultimate, not like pre-level pre-30 minutes, while on the Kingdom side, you don't want to fight his side that March of the Machines, because it does so much damage, and it just keeps doing so much damage, even as we see he blinks in. DDC could take him out.
Oh, he can't really finish up without the Primal Split, because Tinker is not that squishy, but oh, the Dream Coil catches DDC. He actually breaks it as well. They use the Stampede just in case to catch up, slow him down, and that's gonna be the Hooftop. Ice Blast to follow, and all Smashy, he just showed off his new Blink Dagger. Now, Fixers finishes his as well, and they're looking pretty damn good all of a sudden. Like, they have literally all of their core items. They have the level 6 on the Ancient Apparition as well. So they're just probably gonna go from lane to lane and start looking for kills.
And yeah, at this point we do see that all of Kingdom have their Blink Daggers. In fact, I think that's currently 2.
Oh, the Fisher, Hoof Stomp, Double H as well, and Invoker. Just easy fodder for the Centaur.
And it is worth noting right now, Invoker does have a lot of cash on him, 2.1k gold. But apart from that, doesn't really have very much else. He's using that Midas, but he's not really committed yet to an item choice.
Well, do you think he's just going for Necrobook? Or, I mean, Necrobook is pretty decent against the Tinker, just so you can get 600 random damage. But then again, if the Tinker is already back to safety, and he takes the damage, he doesn't care, plus he just gets some really nice gold out of it. It's kind of a dilemma as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, and it is also worth noting Necrobook does kind of work with the with the Chen, due to the fact that he has all those creeps that can also help with the pushing, and you can basically create your own mini creep wave, like practically instantly.
Well, speaking of the Chen, to be honest, I really have a feeling that I haven't seen this game at all. And yeah, he went down to help the tier 1 tower push. Oh, Blink Thunderclap onto Fixers, but there's the silence onto DDC. 2D comes in as well on the Tinker. March of the Machines laid down, and Fixers, he's dropping low. But the March of the Machine still damages the Brewlings. Oh, the Sunstrike gets dodged, but he's backed into a corner anyway, and 2D still one extra heat-seeking missiles. Can they catch anybody else? 2D might be in trouble. Thrown up in the air as well. Another March of the Machine, so they can't really fight in it that effectively. And DDC has to back off for the timing. He's slowed down though, but Chibix, he comes in, as does Yomo Kompako. Ice Blast to fly. It's gonna be off target, but the Double Edge will get the kill onto Chibix. Smashy, he's just doing so much damage. Oh, there's the Ravage onto 3 heroes. They actually kill off 1. DDC comes back in as well. The Hooftop onto 2. Johnny drop slow. Oh, the Echo Slam onto 2. Xiangsai. Can they actually get the kill? Smashy, Blink, Double Edge. They kill off DDC. Blink out by Xiangsai. And well, I really think, did he really buy back here?
Yeah, I do think he did, as that's a little bit of a strange decision right there, as it wasn't really needed. I think he was trying to come in because he didn't think that team fight would have gone as well as it did without him, but at the same time, We do see it is a 3-for-3 trade, but the buyback is... I'm not quite sure if I should use the word forced, but it was taken out, and that's a pretty nice win there for Arrow.
Yeah, I mean, Arrow came out a little bit on top there, and actually looking at the graphs now, it's around a 3,500 gold lead for Arrow. XP actually 1,000 in the favor of Kingdom. So just a little bit of up and down. Gold lead, of course, it makes sense that Arrow has it because they have 2 tier 1 towers killed as well. So getting some advantage out of that. Plus, of course, having a jungler always increases both your XP as well as gold income.
As you do see right now, there is a smoke coming out from Kingdom. They're not going to find much though, as there's nobody here in this bottom lane, and probably just going to go for a little bit of harassment on this tower.
Well, it's always nice if you can try to get some towers down at least. As well, the Mars of the Machines is just so damn annoying to push into. When Johnny just randomly down to quarter of an HP almost on the Chikiro just because he tried to go for the pusher, just to get off the liquid fire on the tower. And actually, he still doesn't have a single point into Ice Path. And what do you actually think of that skill build?
It's very interesting considering the fact that Ice Path, yes, it does scale a little bit. And
oh, the Stampede comes out. Mozon, double edge, hoof stomp, Ice Blast to fly just in case. Even the Fisher thrown out. And Smashy, he's on a mega kill streak now. He has 1.7k gold and, well, maybe like something like a Blade Mail next.
Well, you can go for a lot of different builds. You can go for the Blade Mail for, you know, more stop people from focusing you while you're in the middle of fights. You can go for just a HUD to do less AoE team fight damage from all these magic damage skills coming out from Arrow Gaming. Alternatively, you could just go straight up Rush a Heart. A little bit, you know, depending on how strong you're feeling right now.
Well, I guess we will find out soonish, as he has 2.1k gold in the bank. So if it's going to be a Blade Mail, he's going to pick it up rather soon. But now Johnny, he actually did go for 1 point in that Ice Path, which we were trying to discuss, but they just always go for kills. And oh, speaking of kills, Tinker, together with Fixers, they kill off the Invoker again, and now Xiangsa, he's there, he has the Ravage as well. Will he actually pop it? The guy's trying to puck, no. He's trying to bait out the phase shift, no, he just blinks out, he doesn't care about the phase shift, and 2D, he's just gonna TP out with the rearm Boots of Travels. But mid lane, they're pushing in, Yomo Kompako might fall down, does indeed, the last right click from DDC's Brewlings. He gets some nice golden fixes. They're trying to chase the Broodling down. They need to keep on top of the Earth Spirit if they want to catch up. Nice throwing a puck in there, but oh, the Stampede, they catch the Hoof Stomp Easter, the double edge to follow Ice Blast as well. I mean, that combination is just so sick, and Smashy is unstoppable because of it.
And that is going to be another huge kill there. That Brewmaster, he did pick up one, but it was only on the Earthshaker. That Earthshaker not really requiring that much farm. He was almost close to his Blink Dagger, but at the same time, not a very good trade for Arrow Gaming, as Kingdom are currently 5 kills ahead right now, even though they are behind in terms of gold due to those missing all those towers.
Well, I mean, towers are kind of a thing that, okay, if you don't get them early, you definitely are struggling if your enemy is killing your towers, and you're just not getting the global goal. But then again, if you just start coming back a little and start finding those towers, that's just a lot of untapped resources, so to say. So you can just catch up a little bit once you start winning a fight, getting those towers down.
Yeah, it is worth noting that the pushing power on Kingdom's side is only going to get bigger and bigger as that Tinker starts getting more and more farm and more ability to just jump around, use those blink daggers, use all those lovely other items, while Chen kind of is a little bit static. Yes, he can go for mech. He can use his Hand of God, but that's basically all his pushing power. He's basically the most pushing that his team is going to get right now at this moment. And they only have 2 towers.
Yeah, it's really is the mech. I mean, Forge Spirits help out a little bit as well, but actually Chivix, he went for Boots of Travels plus a 4 staff, so just going for the mobility at the moment. Maybe Necrobook later along the way, but not quite yet. And actually Chivix, he has died 4 times, hasn't been a part of a single kill, or the 1 Sunstrike definitely. Oh, never mind, they didn't get the puck kill anyway after that, so I mean, even though considering that he hasn't been part of a single kill, he's still top in net worth, and actually by quite a margin as well.
He's doing the anti-mage, I've finished farming.
Yeah, it's sure looks like it at the moment. And I mean, Invoker, definitely not the scariest of heroes with a lot of farm, but he's still pretty damn scary, especially with the early levels, because the Chaos Meteor Deafening Blast, it's gonna actually hurt quite a lot. if he actually gets it off. The Stampede comes out just to disengage from the primal split, but this will mean that the tier 2 tower is gonna fall down, even though the Ice Blast is flying in now. It's only gonna connect on Chibix though, and oh, they go for the Dream Coil as well. Illusionary Beast there, Waning Rift by Fixers. Actually, he only hits it on Johnny. Oh, there's the Hoofstomp coming out by Smash as well. Already Ghost Walk used by Invoker, Double Edge won't connect on anybody in Smash. Getting kited around Xiangsai. He has the Ravage, pops it as well, hits 3 heroes. They do kill off the Ancient Apparition. 2D went down before already, and now Smashy in some trouble as well. Just getting kited around 4 spirits, right clicking away at him. Can actually blink out, maybe not. Cold Snap is there, so he will fall down. And Arrow, they take a really good fight. Plus, of course, they got the tier 2 on top of that.
Also worth noting, an Evoker just picked up 951 more gold, taking from that, what streak was it? The Wicked 6 streak. And that's just going to give Invoker a huge amount of war farm, almost 10k right now, and he was already the most farmed hero in the game, and now he's just going to get even further.
Oh, that is a lot of farm indeed, and well... And actually, one thing worth noting out is that the Brewmaster actually went for a Blade Mail some time ago. Oh, but DDC might be in trouble. The Fisher, oh, it doesn't come out in time. He gets the blink out. But yeah, he went for a Blade Mail before going for the Daganims. And to be honest, the Blade Mail is a really good item up against the Tinker, because you just activate Blade Mail and just YOLO into the March of the Machines.
Well, I think he's also trying to do it against the Scent. If he can pop that Blade Mail before the Double Edge can come out, that's a lot of damage being done to the Scent. Considering that you got to remember that Double Edge also hurts yourself, and then you're basically doing double damage against yourself.
Oh man, that's going to be really fun to see, to be honest for me. I really want to see the Centaur just kind of blowing himself up. It's not because I want Arrow to win, it's just probably a fun sight to behold. But in the meantime, Xiangsai has finished up the Hood of Defiance, so he might be the one going for a pipe for their team, and the pipe is actually just a really good item up against... Oh, never mind. Centaur got the kill on Invoker. Once again, bottom left. But Xiangsai, he's going aggressive. He doesn't have the Ravage though. He wants to kill off the Earthshaker, maybe, who has a blink there as well. Now Tinker is TPing in. And Xiangsai, actually, does he really want to stay around here?
Personally, I wouldn't, as we do see there's basically not a lot of support for him right now. And if Cent had blinked in and gone on him, he probably would have gotten the kill right there. Obviously, if they didn't quite know where the rest of Tidehunter's team was, so Tidehunter will get away nice and safe with. As he's wearing a rather weird set. As in, where's that thing he's dragging?
Looks like... I have no idea what it can even be. A purplish thing wrapped in green. I have no idea. I have not seen such a thing in the sea. That's all I can say.
It's like that ball and a stick game where you just hit it side by side with like tennis rackets. Like that, like you just pull one of those off.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. I mean, Thailand just saw some kids playing with it and stole it from them and is dragging it around now. I mean, Tidehunter probably is a pretty big bad sea creature.
He officially steals toys from little kids.
Yeah, it's... it's in every lore. Fish steal kids' toys. Legit. And oh, they're going on Fixers, maybe. Chibix, Butsu travels in as well. They want to get the tower down, but the March of the Machines is actually a little bit off, maybe. The Centaur, yeah, they just go a little bit to the left, and it's gonna be fine for the time being. And the tower already down to quarter of an HP. Liquid Fire as well. Fixers actually goes in. Might be in some trouble. Can you get the blink out? No, the Ice Buff is there. The Sun Strike to follow. Was there any Yules? By the looks of it, yes there was, but the Macro Fire will be enough to actually lock him down anyway. And Chani gets the kill. They throw up Ancient Apparition in the air as well. That's a perfect opportunity for them. Get a few kills and maybe go for tier 3 after that. Another Ice Buff as Fruits. Trying to escape. Actually gets the Ice Blast only onto Xiangsai and the Brewlings, but Brewlings, they don't care at all, so... That actually might be some chip damage on the tier 3, but unfortunately the Tinker, he's the one still alive.
And it is also worth noting right now that Brewmaster does have his ultimate and Blink Dagger, and the fact that the rest of this team has no ultimates left. We saw the Brewmaster pop his, the Macro Pyre went down, and this Tinker should be able to do stop this tier 3 town from going down.
Well, actually, at the moment, you could see that TDC activated his Blade Mail into the March of the Machines. I think Chunny did the same, and the Tinker just went down to quarter of an HP immediately almost. It's just so sick, and he's still dropping down. He's actually, oh my god, he goes down to it! DDC kills the Tinker with that Blade Mail.
Oh, that is just... You hate to see it happen.
Indeed. Oh, DDC, he runs back into the Ice Blast. There's the Echo Slam, and there's the Ravage coming out by Xiangsai though. Nice counter initiation, but they do go down. Chen doesn't get his Hand of God off. And Xiangsai, he's pretty damn tanky with the pipe activated. But that's 2 down. And now, Smashy just can't kill off Xiang Sai, did you see? Thunderclap doesn't do too much into smashing in return, but the 2 kill of 1. Oh, Chibix is going for more. Does he have enough gold snap? One second time, it doesn't go for smashing, but they're turning their attention onto Fixers, and that's a triple kill for Chibix. Oh, the hoof stomp, the double-edged father, he's still alive, Chibix. 50 HP, and that's gonna be melee Rex now.
And that could be huge damage done to Kingdom right there. That initiation looks so good, but the counter from that to Tidehunter, he basically ensures you always get that fight reset. His Kraken Shell means you can't lock him down through the entire, you know, just repeated ultimates. And his Ravage just resets team fights.
That Ravage was just excellent. Of course, Kingdom's initiation was pretty damn strong. Ice Blast onto 3, Dream Coil onto... Ice Blast onto 4, I mean. Dream Coil onto 3. But just... that Ravage stopped everything, and of course, once Kingdom had thrown out all their spells, they just didn't have too much damage to follow up, especially as there was the pipe activated by Xiang Sai on the Tidehunter. They just really need the Tinker for that extra amount of damage at the moment.
Yeah, if that Tinker had been there, maybe they'd be able to pick up a few more kills, but instead, they lose that melee Rax, and, well, losing one set of Rax against the Tinker ain't that bad. Having said that, it is only 25 minutes into the game so far, and Tinker, he still needs more farm. He still needs those amazing items. He's got the Blink Dagger. He's got the Boots of Travel. But he's only the 4th highest farmer. In fact, the top 3 are all on Arrow right now. Surprisingly, the Tidehunter being 2nd.
Well, Tidehunter actually, if he gets an early enough start, he can just farm so damn fast with that Anchor Smash. Can't even take care of the Ancients, which they are doing together with DDZ at the moment. Well, DDZ has his Aghanim's finished. Xiang Sai, what's he actually going for next? Oh, he's really going for a Refresher or straight up? I felt like maybe Shiva's card, although I guess the Shivas wouldn't help them that much because there aren't any right clickers that whose attack damage you want to reduce with the attack speed reduction. And like, oh, what? Tinker? He went for a Yule Scepter now. That's how bad this is going for them.
That is a... Well, to be fair, on a Tinker, Yule Scepter could actually probably work
more than they're
nicely.
gonna get Earth Shaker, Thunderclap, Gush as well. Uses the Enchant Totem, but runs into the Sunstrike, maybe, no, barely dodges it and gets the Blink out as well. The Ice Blast was used, he didn't hit, and Smashy now. Already down to half HP, can he escape? Sure, looks like it. But Johnny and Mozon, do they want to push alone like this? Fixers, he finds Mozon, Yules them up in the air. Ice Blast will be there, Blade Mail activated by Johnny as well. But he gets the Blink out, Center Stomp's not there on time, but oh... Fixer still might be in some trouble, gets the Illusion Orb and probably will make it out. I was like, the 2 support just solo pushing, well not solo pushing, duo pushing, but there's Necrobooks coming out. Level 3 from Chibix as well as level 2 from the Chen. But oh, they want to go in now, Blade Mail's activated, they do slow down Fruits with the Gush. He has the Ravage, will he go for it, thrown up in the air by the Yules. But in the meantime, the Rax, they're just going down, or rather with the tier 3 for the time being. But surely Rax has to follow soon, Ice Blast is flying out. It's gonna connect onto, there's the hoof stomp as well, double edge. Oh, that was perfect, Chibix. He's gonna go down immediately. There's the Ravage, a little bit late, but it doesn't matter. 2D falls down. There's the Primal Split coming out as well. Chibix spies back, he has the Boots of Travels. Center will go down, the Echo Slam not doing all that much. They're just way too tanky, and well, this is probably gonna be another set of racks. 2D, he bought back Fruits, he will fall though. And 2D, he has to rearm, he doesn't have much of the machines, and Kombaku. Anchor Smash is there, and he's probably gonna take a spill as well. And I think Arrow... Oh, there's a Rampage on DDC. Are you kidding me? The Dream Coil comes out. My computer started lagging because of that Rampage. My god. Another throw up in the air. This time by 2D on the Yules. Rearm. And the racks are actually still intact because Arrow... They're going so heavily for the kills. And Chibix, he did a dieback by the looks of it.
That's actually pretty huge right there, as we do see that those racks go down. There's only one set left. Brewmaster is going to take out Puck, and he just keep going, and Centaur Warlord's in so much trouble. The AE Ultimate's going to come in, and they might be able to pick up... in fact, yeah, Brewmaster will go down to Tinker. They will defend for a little bit. These racks are still up, just barely. Maybe Arrow just playing a bit too aggressive there and pushing behind rather than just taking the objective face gaming.
Oh man. This... I mean, just get the objectives. It's... I somewhat understand, like, you get hyped up in a team fight, like, oh yeah, go for it, oh, they're so dead already, whatever. But suddenly you lose the team fight, you lose all of your heroes, Invoker even diebacks. I mean, yeah, sure, you still have the advantage, but the melee racks, they're just going to reach him back up. So they're going to have to come back. They probably can do it with the secondary push because they will have the Necro level 3 on Chen as well by that time. So double Necro free. Blade Mails on 2 heroes as well, and oh, the Ice Path onto Tinker. No, never mind, he cancelled its TP. Actually, Johnny? Is he going for a Bloodstone, or did he just go for a casual Vitality booster and now going into Aghanims?
I'm not quite sure. As we do see right now that we do have a lot of Blink Daggers on Kingdom, but they're the ones constantly getting caught out by that Brewmaster. They are going to be initiating onto Jakiro. Surely going to be able to pick up that kill, but just getting the support. I suppose it's a win, but at the same time, just look at these tier 1 towers on the side of Arrow Gaming. They're just not gone down at all. Yes, Tinker.
They're going aggressive still. Did you see? Thunderclap Blade Mail into Merchant Machines. Actually, never mind. Tinker throws himself up in the air to reduce the incoming damage from the Blade Mail. Man, my god. That item pickup on Tinker. I mean, it's nice. It gives you a decent amount of mana regeneration and whatnot as well. Although you just regen up in the base anyway, mostly. So Tinker, he really needs the Sheep Stick or maybe like Dagon, but he has neither of them, and nor is he too close to them either.
No, he's nowhere near those core items right now, but only 2.8k gold. And he needs more than that. As you see, Cent does pick up a nice heart. He's been having a pretty solid game himself for a Centaur, as he's generally not considered that farming position. But really, the story of the game is this Brewmaster is just doing so much work for Arrow Gaming, and he is going to start falling off soon, but I do feel he's done enough work that he's more than happy with that.
Well, at the moment we're at the place where Kingdom, they just can't allow for any hero to die because they don't have buybacks. The only one who has it is Ancient Apparition, and he's the only one who doesn't have it on cooldown as well. Even if they had the goal for it, it just cannot be done for them at the moment. The pipe is activated, Necrobooks are out, and they want to go for the melee racks, they are almost back to full HP. Actually, they back off for the timing. They use the Stampede, the Hoof Stomp, only onto the units, and now the Ravage comes out as well. Hits 2, so not the best one, but I don't think they matter. As Earthshaker, he's gonna probably take a fall. The laser onto Xiangsai by 2 did the Dagon as well, but he just tanks it all up. Yule's coming out, so nobody's dead quite yet. Ice Path will be there, up onto 2. There's the Primal Split finally coming out. 2D gets stunned, and he's gonna go down now. Chipix makes sure of that as TDC gets the last hit. Ancient Apparition thrown up in there. Fruits gonna go down as well. Hand of God to come out. And I think this is where Arrow just broke Kingdom now.
Yeah, this is sadly... we're just seeing 2 kills going down. A third one surely is going to follow soon. He does manage to blink out, but that's 2 sets of racks. They might decide to go for the win right now.
Well, I think they can as well. If they just get one more kill, maybe. Fixers, he's somehow alive. He gets the use as well. But can he blink out of this one? The Chaos Meteor coming out. There's the Macro Pyre as well. A nice Fisher. There's the Echo Slam though. With the double edge hoof top. They did kill off too. That was a perfect combination. But will it be enough? Fixers stand up in the Ice Path. Taking a lot of damage. Blade Mail activated on Johnny as well. They use the Stampede now. Actually, they might get a few more kills. But the Deafening Blast comes out. Johnny will fall down. Cold Feet onto Chibix as well. And make it 3 heroes down. Or 4 rather. As TDC, he bought back on the Brewmaster. And he actually wants to come back in immediately. I guess Fruits is maybe an easy target. Blink, Thunderclap, no. He's going in with the Blade Mail onto the Earthshaker. Will it be enough? A few more right clicks. There's the Hoof Stomp by Smashy coming out. He's so damn tanky. And DDC, is he feeding on purpose? I mean, he just bought back and came into free to feed like this.
Still, at this point, does it matter? As in, yes, he kind of fed a bit. Yes, Arrow gave up 5 kills, including a dieback, with Brewmaster being down for 84 seconds. But they've lost 2 sets of racks. The third one's being harassed. I'm not quite sure that they need a perfect team fight and to be able to push out all these lanes and for everything to come together for King to bring this back at this moment.
So they're just more or less delaying this game out at the moment. Just having some fun with it. Though, Road of Athos is actually finished on Jakiro just to slow heroes down, I guess. Of course, gives you some tankiness as well. Sitting on 1.7k HP, pretty nice. Xiangsai nowhere near to actually finishing up his refresher orb yet, thanks to the depth. But Chipix wants to go in, gets used up by 2D, but will it be enough? Xiangsai comes in as well, the Blink disabled thanks to the Martial Machine, but there's the Ghost Stamp, long range. Blink, gosh, to slow 2D down. Can he rearm TP his way out? Doesn't look like it, and Deafening Blast to finish the kill. So, does Tinker have buyback? No, he does not. The cooldown just came off, but he just doesn't have enough gold for it. As Fixers, he's on the high ground, but without Tinker, well, I guess they can do the perfect combo again, but Echo Slam, it's still 15 seconds on cooldown, and they definitely need that spell as well for that massive combo.
And even the pipe's going to get popped off. That's going to make it even harder as this tier 3 tower is going to get harassed down. I'm not quite sure. The fortification is going to give that pipe time to dissipate, and the Echo Slam's coming up in a few moments. Are they going to run it?
Oh, they go in with the Ravage first. As the Stampede comes out, the Hoof Stomp only onto units. Once again, a nice Ice Path onto 2. Chipix might be in trouble. Double Edge will get the kill on him. But Fixers goes down in the meantime. Xiangsai is still tanking things up. Nice 4-step by Kompaku, but Earthshaker, he actually is kiting them around. And in the meantime, the tier 3 tower does go down. Smashy getting kited around by Johnny of all heroes. Shakiro going man fight against Smashy, but Smashy is just way too tanky. Xiangsai does get the kill on Earthshaker finally, and Smashy will fall as well to Mozon, who came in with a nice test of faith. But Tinker, he's back alive as well. Can he hold on to the towers? Doesn't think so with DDC. He's going into the base. He has the ultimate Chaos Meteor, the kill of 2D. Gonna kill off Roots, and yes, that is GG after all.
And that is going to be GG coming out, and well, that is going to be 32-29. Kingdom are going to lose 2-0, and Arrow go through to the finals where they get to go up against the Titan in this MSI Cup.
Yeah, it's two Southeast Asian representatives in the TI4 will go head to head in a best of 3, so it should definitely be a really good match. I think some people actually think that Arrow Gaming has the upper hand since that Titan has been a little bit lackluster in their performance lately, but it just comes down to who gets the momentum, I guess, and should be a really even game, and hopefully we will actually get to see a 3-game best of 3 as well there.
Hopefully, as in, do you know what the rules are for the winner versus losers? Do they get a game?
I don't think so.
So it's just
in a best of 3, if you get like 1 game advantage, it's like so I don't think there's an advantage there.
Okay, so we're going to be seeing a best of 3 coming up very, very soon. I'll let Kucha sign you all off.
Yes, guys, so if you enjoyed us, be sure to follow us on Twitch, as well as check out our social media, Facebook and Twitter.com/Heflatv, to actually know when we're going live with what, and just get all the updates about what we're doing. And of course, if you're really generous, you can always subscribe. That would give you chat emotes, which we're working on, some nice subscriber stuff as well in the future, and of course, no ads for you guys. So if you're feeling generous, feel free to subscribe, or just be sure to follow the channels either way. And this is going to be it for us for this game, as we will wait for Arrow Gaming versus Titan, and I think it should start within like 18 minutes or so. It should start at 15 CT, also known as 21 SGT Singaporean time. So it's going to be coming up within the next 15 to 20 minutes. So just a few songs in between, and well, hopefully you'll stay here with us.